Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney and I love helping you love your home through DIY thrifting and organizing. And today we thrifted. I'm gonna do my best to talk at a normal pace in this video. I was way too hyper in the last video. I don't even know what I was excited about, but it was even a lot for me. And I told my husband, I was like, I don't know if I just have like a lot on my plate. And so I'm just sped up inside and it's like coming out verbally. But anyways, I talk at a fast pace normally for those of you who are new here, and last week was just a bit much. So, well, not last week, but like last thrifting video. So I'm gonna try and tone it down a little bit. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna do my best. So I went thrifting with my kids yesterday. My son is home for the summer and he loves thrifting as much as me. My girls love it just as much too, but it kind of holds a special place in both of our hearts. And so he had asked to go. Who am I to deny my son his one desire? So I said yes. And so we went to a bunch. I think we went to 1, 2, 3, 4 total. Maybe, no, we went to like six total, and I didn't get a lot of stuff. I am trying to be, you know, more particular about my home decor items, but in general, there just wasn't a ton of stuff because a couple of them were antique stores and those can be more expensive. So I try and find the good stuff at antique stores, but at a good price. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this thrift haul. So the first thrift store that we went to, I actually scored pretty good. I got myself a bowl for $1. So I thrift all of basically our dishware, our plates, and our cups, and our bowls have all been thrifted, and I just love the eclectic look of it. And I also love it because if I find just like a simple bowl that I like the look of, I can just buy it, and then I just have a really cute collection, and I love every single one of my bowls, as opposed to I feel like if I had 10 of these, I wouldn't appreciate it as much. I know that sounds so simple and ridiculous, but this isn't antique or anything, it's Dover in New York, but I just really liked just the tiny little design of it, and I just thought it was sweet for $1. And again, you know, some of our bowls also too, because they're thrifted, they can get cracked and chipped and stuff, and not because they're thrifted, but just in general from children. And it just doesn't make me as sad as when that happens. And again, it just kind of allows me to continue to thrift more. So that's a lot to say about one bowl. And then you guys know that I love myself some frames. Hilariously enough, I did not get any frames, but I got some art on this thrift trip. And I've been looking because ever since I got that one piece above my kitchen, the big oil print, I'm like, I want to find like really beautiful pieces of art. And so this just happened to, I just happened to stumble upon these two. And I also have so many frames that you guys know about. I love myself a good frame. And whenever I go to style a wall with a frame, I always have to now order art because I don't have any art for them. And so I just thought, you know what, if I start finding some pieces that I like and they're a great price, I'm gonna get them. So all that to say, I found this for $4, and I'll get you guys a close up on this, but this is from Jean-Francois Raffaelli. I know my French is amazing. I studied it in high school. He was a French artist from 1850 to 1924. This is called Boulevard in Paris, circa 1888. And I think that you can see this in the Göteborg. I apologize if I said that incorrectly, which I probably did. Museum of Art in Sweden. And I just really like the colors because you guys know I'm using a lot of blue in my house, and I'm gonna be redoing this area shortly actually. We have a trip planned to go to... My son is waking up from his nap. We have a trip planned to go to Canada, and I have a buffet that I bought there when we were visiting last Christmas, which I know is not wise. So now we have to take 2 cars so we can bring it back. But I'm gonna have a buffet here, and our TV's gonna go up here. We're gonna do a gallery wall, and I have another painting that has like these similar colors in it. I think they'll go really well together. And yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. And I love everything French, you guys know, so couldn't pass this one up. Okay, for the second piece of art, I saw this and I thought this would be really cool, either in my son's room, which it might go there, but then I have 2 frames on my stairs. If you guys remember the last thrift haul, I found a wooden frame, but has no picture in it. I hung that up on my little gallery wall when you come up the stairs. If you guys have ever seen any of my reels of that area, I'll try and get a shot for you here. But I also had this beautiful gold frame that had nothing in it. And so I found this there. This was $8. And it did have glass on it protecting it, and this frame doesn't have glass. The glass that I got doesn't, it's a whole big thing. So I need to find a piece of glass to go in it because I do want to protect it, but it is from Don, I'm gonna get it wrong, I don't know what this says. Hang on, I think it's on the back. Don Davy, Royal Street, New Orleans, 1976. So I think this is an original, and the only way to know that would be to like erase it, and I don't want to do that. I don't know, it might be a print. I don't know, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is just a beautiful street scene of New Orleans, and I just loved the detail in the railings, and I really loved like the lamppost was front and center. It's really pretty. And then on the back of the art, it just has a bunch of information about the artist. I thought that that was really neat, and I love the way it looks on the stairs and just in general, again, and it can go anywhere. I think it's important too when you're shopping for art. Yes, 100% you can look for something specific, but if you're like me and you're kind of like starting out, is finding a piece that you know would work multiple places. So like I said, this would work in my son's room. If I do a gallery wall here, it could work there. It works on the stairs currently, so really love this one. How am I doing with my speed talking? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking a little quickly, but I almost forgot at this thrift store too. I actually did well there. I didn't realize that I actually found a bunch of stuff. So this I found on the bottom shelf, and I was shocked when I saw this. It says as is because it obviously has like a bunch of wear. The person who priced this had no clue what they were pricing. They priced it for $4. I still need to do a Google Lens and see like what this is selling for, just to see like what it's worth. But this is the Grip Stand Mixing Bowl, TG Green & Co. Limited Church Greasley, sorry, made in England. So cool. And it's big, like I don't know if it's gonna come across on camera, but like it's a really good mixing bowl, and obviously aside from the bottom, it's in really good condition. I brought it home to see what I think of it in my kitchen. I'm not quite sure of the yellow. You guys know that I like more of like the whites, creams, and blues in my kitchen. So it might be a little too yellow. So I might try putting this up on Facebook Marketplace, but I couldn't leave it there knowing that like, I just love those stamps. You guys know I can't resist the stamps, and it's just so pretty. And there's a girl on Instagram that I follow, and she sells thrifted items, and I've seen her sell stuff very similar to this, but it just felt so cool to get my hands on it, and it's so pretty. Okay, this next little set, we went to one of my favorite antique stores. It's one of those ones that has like 3 rows, and then it just has booths all the way down. And there was a woman setting up a new booth. She's actually at the Gibson Mill, which is a little bit away from us, so that's why I've only gone there once, but it's the largest antique store in like the southeast. That's where we are, it's in the south. And I've been there once and I want to go back, but she said she has a whole booth she does with her friends, and she said it's basically more of what she's putting in here, so it made me want to go there again, so maybe we'll plan that trip, you guys. But yeah, she was setting up her own little booth, and it was, I was like, I want to buy everything in this booth. It was ironstone, it was copper, it was just pretty and French and country and just gorgeous, but she was just setting up, so she didn't have everything out yet. So I think I might go back next week before we leave for our trip, just to like see, because she said she was going to put a hutch in there too, and I'm always looking for large furniture. But anyways, I just wanted to support her because again, I wanted to buy everything but budget. So I just picked this up, and it says Levin, and it's copper, and it's in blue and white, so it matches the kitchen, and it's from Teleflora, made in Korea. But I looked up Levin, and apparently that means white wine or red wine. So what, like, how would you use this for wine is my question. Like, what is this used for? I got it basically, yeah, just to like hang up on my little pegboard possibly, because it was just pretty. And again, I wanted to support her. I was really excited for her, and let me know what you would use this for, wine, and how. I don't understand. This piece I love so much. I love everything I got, obviously. I only thrift things that I love. But oh, look at that. It's not antique. It is from Formalities by Baum Brothers, B-A-U-M Brothers, made in China. But come on, like the blue and the white and the roses. Sold. I love it so much. This would just be so pretty with like, it's so beautiful thinking about this. White roses, filling this up, you guys, and like a centerpiece of a table or just on my countertops in my kitchen. Stunning. I love this so much. It's so gorgeous. My sister said, you can just ship that right to my house. And I said, no. I have a fun DIY coming up, and so I bought a little frame for that, and this was a spider. I knew I saw you in the basket. Got away. Okay, we're fine. It's a baby one, we're fine. But I got this for 25 cents. All right, last but not least, we popped into Goodwill. I had some things to donate and drop off, and I can't donate and drop off without going in. Our Goodwill is not great. The one that's locally to us, we used to have like a really good one where we lived with my mom before. It was exceptional, but alas. This one has just mainly clothes and not a lot of stuff. And so I was surprised when I stumbled upon these little white plates. And again, these are not vintage, but like I said, I like to collect the pretty little bowls and plates because we're always needing them. Kids are sometimes cracking and dropping them. But I got 6 of them in total, and they were 50 cents each, coming to $3.50, I think was the total. And they have little fleur-de-lis on the edge. And these are just perfect. My kids and I use these small plates all the time, breakfast, lunch, dinners. If our dinners aren't huge, we use small plates. So we go through them like crazy. So I do have quite a stack of these. And again, just happy to get these. I also love having a ton of these because I don't love using disposable plates. I don't know, for me, I'm like, I'd rather just have an empty dishwasher and completely fill it for a birthday party or something like that than having to buy plates that are just being thrown in the garbage. It's the Canadian in me. We're really good at, that was something Canada was really good at, was recycling. Like we have recycling every single week it would come by, and then we also had composting. That's the one thing I don't love here, is that our recycling comes every other week and there's no composting. So I'm still trying to do like my little ways of helping, yeah, just save the planet and do my part. But anyways, love these plates. And you guys, that is it for this thrift haul. Again, it's not that big, which is obviously probably a good thing. I don't need to have massive amounts of stuff for you, but I just figured I kind of want to try and do the dresser. I didn't tell you about the dresser. Okay, so the first place we went was Restore, and they had really cute pieces of furniture. There was a gorgeous green tall boy dresser with casters on the feet that if my sons didn't already have both of their dressers, I totally would have bought because it was beautiful, but not necessary. And so I left it for someone else to enjoy and love. But they did have this dresser that was so pretty, and it had the cutest little detailing on it that really complemented the dresser the girls already have. And I have a little side table in their room, and it doesn't do much. Like, it holds kind of just some junk, but it's really small for the space and it just looks awkward. And so when I saw this dresser, I left it. And then on Instagram at Heart Home Crew, if you're not following me there, you guys, I share a lot more behind the scenes and just life in general. If you want to follow, come on over. I'd love to talk to you guys more on the daily. And I told you guys, like, I really love this dresser, but I don't know if there's anywhere I can put it. And so many people were like, find a spot, like, you've got to go get that dresser. It's only $50 and it had the cutest detail, and I'm gonna paint it. All this to say is that I got it, and it was hilarious too because so many people were like, we knew that was gonna happen. Like, no surprise there, and also so glad that I did. So I have, this is another project on my list. I have a dresser in my son's room I already have to refinish. I have tiny little pieces all over my home, like side tables and stuff that I have to refinish. And I just added this one, but this one's just paint, so this one should hopefully be quicker. I just have to figure out the color. The girls' room is pink, and their other dresser's white. I don't want to paint it white because I don't want to pull it out. It is veneer, so I'm not staining it or anything like that. So would you do pink the color of the walls? Would you do a totally different pink? Would you do the green that's kind of like on their pillows and in their leaves on their wall? I don't want it to look like tacky. I want it to look thoughtful. I even thought for a quick second, I was like, what about like a pale yellow? Would that be weird? I don't know. Anyways, we'll see, but I got this dresser and I love it so much. So that is all I got on this thrift haul. And I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I kind of want to try and do a thrift haul once a month possibly, because you guys know, like, there's still so many rooms in this home to style and decorate, and I'm just excited. So make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. Like I said, there's lots more to come, and we'll be having more of these thrift hauls. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite thing was that I found this time around. And I hope you guys are all having a lovely day and a lovely summer. All right, you guys, you're the best, and I'll see you next week at 2 p.m. Bye, guys.